I spent £482,000 ranking e-commerce websites on the first page of Google. Here's what I've learned. Now, before you think I've lost my mind spending almost £500,000 on SEO, let me just tell you this wasn't a reckless splurge. My name's Josh and I'm the founder of ClickSlice, the #1 ranked e-commerce SEO agency, and our primary service is helping e-com brands get seen on Google and increasing their organic revenue. So what you're about to learn in this video isn't just based on any assumptions whatsoever, it's based on real data from real campaigns. So let's start off with a question that I get asked all the time. Does SEO actually still work? As let's be honest, we've all seen that organic results get pushed lower and lower down on Google, and the paid ads, well, there's more of them than we've ever seen before. So surely no one's scrolling down and clicking the organic results, right? Wrong. But instead of me just saying that, let's take a more data-driven approach. Here is the organic CTR study, and what it shows you is the percentage of people that click the website that ranks #1 on Google, that ranks #2, #3, 4, 5, and so on. And as you can see, the bulk of people click the websites that rank at the top of Google. So despite being all of those paid ads at the top, if you rank #1 on Google, you are still estimated on average to get about 35% of the total search volume keyword. So yes, SEO does still work. You just need to be ranking in the top spots to make the most money when it comes from your organic search campaigns. So what have I learned after spending almost £500,000 on SEO? Number one, backlinks still work, but you need to be focusing on the right type of links. There is so much chitter chatter online about people saying backlinks don't work. Google published this new blog. This SEO news article said this about backlinks don't work and backlinks are dead. It's all absolute bullshit. The reason why most people don't see results when it comes to link building is because they're building the wrong type of links. And if you take a step back and get a wider perspective, most of this information about backlinks is actually coming from Google. And as an SEO, it is not in your best interest to take SEO advice from Google. Why? Because imagine a world where everyone knows how to rank websites #1 organically. No one's going to be spending money running paid ads, which is where Google make the bulk of their revenue. The reason why most brands don't get results when it comes to link building is because they're building these low quality, spammy, borderline black hat links. Those will do absolutely nothing for your brand, nothing for your website's authority, and nothing for increasing your organic revenue. So what we found to be really, really impactful is focusing on acquiring links from sites that actually have tons of organic traffic themselves. Why? Because #1, it shows Google actually likes these websites. #2, these sites are actually more likely to pass referral traffic over to your website and increase your organic revenue almost instantly. And the third one is that these sites should have relevant traffic to your website too. This is how you start generating actual money from the backlinks you are building as part of your SEO campaign. And a pro tip, avoid getting any links from sites that have declining traffic patterns. Those are going to cause more harm than good. #2, the harder the link to replicate, the more value that link has. This is why I'm such a big fan of integrating digital PR alongside SEO. I'm talking about speaking to journalists at big media outlets, getting your brand featured, and generating tons of referral traffic. I'll be honest, they're not easy to implement, but if you can get it right, the payoff is absolutely huge. And once you build this relationship with these journalists, you can hit them up again and again and again and get your brand featured in the large publications that they write for, really big high authoritative domains. But the best part, like I said, is these links are very, very hard for your competitors to actually go and replicate. So by building these links, you also future-proof your website and future-proof your SEO. The third thing is topical authority is king. Now, Google doesn't just want to see high authority websites ranking. It also wants to rank websites that it believes are authoritative in individual topics as well. Hence the name topical authority or topical relevancy, as I referred to in previous videos as well. Doesn't matter, all the buzzwords, they mean exactly the same thing. The way you increase your topical authority is by building content hubs and interlinking every piece of content in the same content hub. For example, if your brand sells wireless headphones, you should be publishing content such as what is wireless headphones, how much do wireless headphones cost, how to make wireless headphones. Once you've got those blogs on your website, interlink all of them and then link from those blogs directly back to your main category page, which actually sells the wireless headphones. This is how you build up your topical authority. We implemented this strategy recently for a client that already had a high domain authority, and we saw an 80% increase in organic traffic in just 2 months. Don't sleep on this. #4, link velocity matters. Too many people actually overlook this aspect of SEO. They just say, hey, I need to get backlinks. They need to be high quality, which yes, is actually very important, but the speed at which you acquire these backlinks is often the missing parts that most brands get wrong. You see, if you look at it from Google's perspective, if your website is acquiring 2 links a month, every single month, right? But your competitors are acquiring the same links in terms of quality, but they're acquiring 10 links per month. What signal does that send to Google? It shows them that your competitors are actually way more popular than you, and as a result, they deserve to rank above you in the organic search results. So this is why you need to understand what is the link velocity for your niche and actually make sure you're building enough high quality backlinks every single month to give yourself a chance to rank. If you don't do this analysis, good luck trying to rank. You might as well put your money in your back pocket, go to the pub and sign off, because you're not going to get results. And on the other side of the spectrum, you also need to make sure you can maintain your link velocity. Imagine your site is getting 10 links a month for 1 whole year, right? That's 120 links a year. Now imagine the second year, instead of building doing 10 links every month, you lower that down to 5 links a month because you want to save your SEO budget. Now, your SEO link velocity has dropped by half. What signal does that send to Google? It shows them that your site is now less popular. And this is the exact reason why we turn away so many clients, as we know the budget is literally not sufficient enough to get them results. Number 5, optimizing internal links is just as impactful as building new backlinks to your website. If you own a brand that's been publishing content over and over again for the last couple of years, you are most likely sitting on an absolute gold mine that you can leverage to drastically increase your organic revenue literally in the next 2 weeks. We've seen this time and time again for many brands that come to us. We implement this strategy, and within the first 2 weeks, they're absolutely dominating and killing it when it comes to organic revenue thresholds. Just last month, we took on an office furniture brand and increased the organic revenue by 40% just by overhauling the internal link structure. Absolutely insane. And the logic behind this strategy is when you optimize your internal links, you're making it clearer to Google what your page is about, and thus they understand it better and they're more likely to rank your pages when users are searching for keywords related to the pages. And just as a pro tip, make sure when you're adding your internal links, you diversify the anchor text so you're not saying the same thing over and over again, as that's SEO from 2014. Leave that in the past. Number 6, site speed is overrated. Now, don't get me wrong, a fast site is important, but focusing all of your energy to increase your website speed from 1.2 seconds to 1.1 is going to make little to no impact on your bottom line, unless you're getting millions of hits every single month, right? Because the little margins do matter. However, for the bulk of ecom brands out there, they are literally wasting their time. Now, the average rule of thumb is that if your website loads under 3 seconds, you are pretty much good to go. Those other small gains you make in your site speed could be better spent elsewhere, pulling other levers to drive your revenue way more quicker. I kid you not, a brand came to us last year and said, my site loads in 0.5 seconds, my SEO is absolutely killing it. Plug the website into Ahrefs, looked at the Google Search Console, barely any clicks. So although the site loaded really fast, it was not found. It was on page 5, page 6 of Google. Guess what? That makes no money whatsoever. Meanwhile, we have other brands that come to us with site speeds of 4 to 5 seconds, and the sites are making millions of pounds in organic revenue every single month because they rank at the top of Google. You've probably seen it yourself from many websites you visited. Big media websites are very guilty of this. They have so many pages, so many images, videos. Their sites take ages to load, but yet they still rank number 1 because they are just doing the other parts of SEO really well. So make sure you have a very clear vision of what success actually looks like to your brand. Is it vanity metrics or is it organic revenue? Number 7, undoing bad SEO work is an uphill battle. Unfortunately, we've had a lot of brands come to us that have been stung and burnt by previous SEO agencies in the past, and they're under the assumption that we can just come in, turn a switch, press a button, and they'll be ranking number 1. Unfortunately, SEO doesn't work like that. And the problem with this is all of this bad SEO work is now associated with your domain. What you have to do is actually kind of teach Google to unlearn and forget about all of that historical data. Now, the duration as to how long Google takes to forget about this stuff is out of our control. We have seen this literally take 3 weeks, other times 3 months, and even in some cases 3 years. Bad SEO can really set you back by years depending on what type of SEO they've actually been doing, and obviously the velocity of the links they've been building as well. This is why we say to brands, if you don't have the budget for high quality SEO, you are literally so much better to keep that money in your pocket and not go and hire a cheap agency or even a cheap freelancer, whatever you want to call it. You are literally better to keep that money and not pay anyone, because you're going to do more harm than good. And when you do get burned and you find another good agency to actually rectify it, they're going to charge you so much more because of the position you're in. Number 8, you're wasting your time trying to rank every single product page on your store. I hear this far too often. I have 10,000 SKUs. How the hell can I do SEO? It's going to be so expensive. How does it work? How do you rank every page? Now, when it comes to e-commerce SEO, we actually don't focus the bulk of our resources on ranking your individual product pages. Why? Because like you just said, there are thousands and thousands of them. What we focus on instead is ranking your category pages, because category pages have higher monthly search volumes. Imagine you're in the UK and you own an ecom brand that sells leaf blowers. We can see there are 19,000 searches every single month for that single term, leaf blowers. Now compare that to a product related to leaf blowers, such as Hawksmoor 18783. How many monthly searches? 0. So if you spend your whole SEO campaign trying to rank your product pages, you're not going to make that much money. This is why we focus on category pages. And the great thing about category pages is that these also offer users more choice as to what leaf blower they actually want to buy. There's different budgets, there's different types, some are wireless, some are plugged in, right? Again, if you take them to a product page, they're kind of forcing them to pick that one option, or they bounce back to Google and click another website. Don't get me wrong, product pages are important and they do have their role within SEO. Just don't waste your time spreading yourself thin across all of your thousands of different SKUs. Focus the bulk of your efforts on your category pages, because those are the real hard hitters. What you've just heard isn't any SEO theory, it's real strategies based on real data from real campaigns after spending almost £500,000 on SEO. So to make the most money from your organic campaigns, make sure you're focusing your efforts on the right things. Because let's be honest, 99% of brands out there have no idea what they're doing and they're just spinning their wheels going in absolute circles. You've now seen this video, so you're you're not going to be one of those brands. If you found this video valuable, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.